International education and advocacy organization Global Citizen is hosting another COVID-19 fundraising event. It'll be streamed live at around 2 a.m. South African time tomorrow morning, and you can watch it on YouTube wherever you are. The event is called Vax Live and will be hosted by Selena Gomez. Now, the aim of the event is to promote COVID-19 vaccine access and equality. For more, I'm joined via Zoom by Global Citizen Africa Director Chebet Chikumbu. A very good afternoon to you, Chebet, and thank you so much for your time this afternoon. So, I mean, a lot of South Africans, when they hear Global Citizen, they think back to the 2nd of December, I think it was 2018, and they think about when Beyonce and Jay-Z just, took them by surprise. Well, not really by surprise, because they know what they perform like, but it was just an amazing event. What is the theme for this time, for this year?
Thank you, Morena. It's great to be here, and good afternoon to your viewers and listeners. So this event, Vax Live, Concept to Reunite the World, really stems back to earlier this year when we launched Global Citizens Recovery Plan for the World, which is a policy plan to activate millions of citizens behind the critical issue of ending COVID-19. Our immediate focus is on ending the pandemic for everyone, everywhere, and equitable vaccine distribution remains front and center in defeating the virus for all so we can kickstart a global recovery. And so this concert is really intended to promote two key messages. One, focused on vaccine equity, and secondly, combating vaccine hesitancy. A central part of this call is raising enough dollars for doses to vaccinate the more than 27 million heroic health workers, 6.5 million in Africa alone, that are serving on the global front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic every day. We know that across Europe, over 1 in 5 people have received at least one dose. In North America, it's 1 in 3. And here at home in Africa, it's 1 in 100. So as you can see, we have a problem, and centering equitable vaccine distribution is really at the heart of what this concert is all about and what has inspired us so far.
Chebet, what is Global Citizen wanting to say to the most affected African, the African who's already dealing with things like famine, and all sorts of essential displacement from their own home countries? What do you want to say to them through this event?
Well, we recognize that we're dealing with a multitude of crises. We're dealing with health, economic, and social challenges at this time as we're all dealing with the pandemic. So at this time, we're really wanting to convey messages of promoting vaccine equity, of combating hesitancy linked to getting a vaccine, and of showing that hope is on the horizon in these very uncertain and unprecedented times. We have very specific calls to action for our global community of global citizens worldwide, but also here at home, regionally in Africa. We're continuing to call on businesses to donate dollars for doses via COVAX. We're continuing to call on wealthy governments to share 100% of their excess doses immediately. So we're saying now and not later to release their stockpiles and to share them with countries in need through and in coordination with COVAX, which will go hand in hand with domestic vaccination efforts. And lastly, we're calling on pharmaceutical companies to make vaccines available at not-for-profit prices. While we're talking about vaccine hesitancy, we've built an education hub called Vax Because, where we're driving candid conversations about the COVID-19 pandemic and really providing a ranging set of perspectives on vaccine confidence. And we're encouraging everyone to participate in the conversation, to share their lived experiences on just how they're experiencing the pandemic. So far, we're very proud to announce that already $50 million has been secured from the private sector and philanthropists. That's equivalent to purchasing 10 million doses, and we're tracking more than 10 million in additional donated doses from governments. This great momentum is building on, and we're very excited to share even more pledges and commitments that will be coming in through the broadcast that will be airing tomorrow.
And just before I let you go, Chebet, just quickly before I let you go, of course, this is going to be hosted by Selena Gomez. She is a huge figure in society, mostly in the States, and in entertainment in general. And as I mentioned earlier on, the South African concert that was run by Global Citizen had Beyonce and Jay-Z. Who can we expect at this event?
Well, we can expect some spectacular performances from Jennifer Lopez, Eddie Vedder, Foo Fighters, one of my favorites, Her. And we can also expect a special appearance from South Africa's very own Nomzamo Mombasa. And we have our campaign co-chairs, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, will be participating and driving very important messaging around the role of private sector participation in this quest to promote equitable distribution of vaccines and to raise the dollars that we need for doses to truly end the pandemic for everyone everywhere. So we're really looking forward to having you all tune into this broadcast on S3 at 9:30 p.m. on the 9th of May. And as you said, Morena, you can also stream on YouTube, and you can find local listings on our website, www.globalcitizen.org, or follow updates on our social media channels, Global Citizen Africa, that's GLBL-CTZN Africa, on our Twitter and Facebook channels.
Chibet, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. That is Global Citizen Africa Director Chibet Chikumbe. And just a reminder of those details. This event, Global Citizen's Vax Live event, will be streamed at 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. And of course, as she mentioned, it'll have a number of people that are going to be involved in it. One of them performing will, of course, be Jennifer Lopez.